Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Golden Archive, Doric as an Owlbear. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Then on this little angled piece right here, we've got the Dungeons & Dragons and symbol Golden Archive. Then we've got some digital renders here of the figure and accessories. Owlbear, Doric, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which wasn't a bad movie. And then we've got some nice artwork here of the Owlbear. And 4 and up assortment number, in case you need that for some reason. And then Hasbro print, plastic-free packaging. Then on the bottom, we've got over here, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. Then we have warning, attention, Octung, don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. Adult assembly required. And then there's that, all in some other languages that I don't read. So on this side, we've got this nice outline for Golden Archive. We've got Doric as the Owlbear artwork here that looks, I mean, it's really great looking artwork. Owlbear Doric. Then on this side, a shape-shifting tiefling druid who makes her home with the elves of the forest. Doric fights to protect the natural world from those who would destroy it. There's again in some other languages I don't read. There is a QR code there you can scan if you dare. PlayDND.com. Parents! PlayDND.com. And if I mispronounced any of that stuff, I probably did. I do apologize. So here we have Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Looks like artwork in the background, and then the foreground, it's a digital render showing that it's 7.7 inches wide. Why would it show that instead of the height? I don't know. And then showing off the accessories there as well. At the bottom, includes figure, 2 accessories, and instructions. And there's some symbols I'm not going to learn. No recycled thing. Hasbro print. Plastic-free packaging. Except they include. Just in case you forgot. And then Hasbro print, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print. Some kind of number. I don't know. But there you have it, my friends. A look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and accessories. And first up, here is the instruction manual that comes with Owlbear Doric and this small fine legalese print crap. So it's a nice illustration on there. Owlbear Doric, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, small fine, no, adult assembly required. And then on the back, it shows you the assembly. However, this piece does come on the figure. And you do not have to remove it in order to get these pieces on, but you do have to adjust it a little bit. So there is that. And then, of course, you pop the front paws out, I guess, claws, and add the new ones in. You can do that on both sides. So there's that. Well, let's take a look at the extra feet. And they're on, you know, an up and down hinge. Well, no, it's not. It's an in and out hinge. just it's up and down because of the way the figure gets oriented when they use these. And there's a pair of these in there for, you know, when it's standing on all fours. It does have some nice molded details in there, fur and feathers. And then the claws are painted, and the foot pads as well. And this one is just like it, just for the opposite side. So that's neat, an option for it. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. Beep. And here, let's take a look at the head. It's got this nice color there for the eyes. Looks blue to me. I could be wrong. I'm colorblind, so don't make fun of handicapped people. Got some nice paint here for the beak, and then I'm guessing these are tampos here and along here, you know, all along the feathers and stuff. It's molded in white plastic, so you got all kind of deco right here and down the arms and down the legs. You also get it down the backside, but not on the arms and legs. Would have been nice to get that. So the sculpt, you know, it's feathery, and in places it's furry and feathery, so it's pretty cool looking sculpt, I think. I like these, you know, the shoulder pads, and you know, the wings, I would have liked to have seen it a bit bigger. This may be appropriate for the creature itself, but I would just like to have seen a little bit bigger wings. It's a bear, and it could fly because it's an owl. That would have been really, really cool. So I really, really like the face sculpt here, and I just think overall this looks pretty good. Now, that's not to say it couldn't be done better. Again, I would have liked to have seen, you know, more of this along the backs of the arms and the legs. I think it would have really, really added to the figure. So let's talk about the articulation. So she can look up that far, and she can look down that far. There's a dumbbell. Well, it's not really a dumbbell. It is a dumbbell on a slot in the body right here for this piece, and then the head is on a separate dumbbell piece. So goes down that far. So let's see, chicken neck. Yep, chicken neck. Got, well, yeah, we got waggle. Can do the full exorcist, so that's good. Is there paint? Oh, there's a tongue painted on the inside there. I didn't see that. So at the shoulder, there are butterflies. There's not a lot to those butterflies, so but it goes back that far, and they go forward that far, so that's okay. This piece is pinned in with the arm, so it does rotate around with the arm, and the arm does do a full 360-degree rotation. And at the shoulder, it also raises up that high, which is a little bit better than 90 degrees. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow, and if you work with it, it will swivel full 360 degrees, and then you get that much bend out of it, so not even close to 90 degrees there. At the wrist, 360 degrees of rotation, and it is on an in and out hinge, and these hands are like grip or claw type hands. There's a cut here where the chest and the abdomen meet, and it's on a dumbbell, so you get all kinds of hula going on there, and you do get a 360 degree rotation. At the hips, you get that much of the splits. Kicks forward that far. Leg swings back that far, so that's pretty good. Single hinge and swivel at the knee, swivels around 360 degrees and gives you about that much bend. So at the ankle. Because of the sculpt, it does hinder it a bit, so it doesn't really tilt down. It tilts up that far, and then it will, well, I say it will, maybe it won't. It won't rotate, but it does have rocker, a little bit of it. So that's pretty good, I think. I think these are pretty cool figures. There you have it, my friend. There's a look at the white Owlbear, or Doric, in, the Owlbear form, and the accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Golden Archive Doric as an Owlbear, with from the Marvel Legends series, the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure Waves, Ursa Major Build-A-Figure, and the Dungeons & Dragons Golden Archive Owlbear. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Golden Archive Doric as an Owlbear, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Golden Archive Owlbear Doric, or Doric as an Owlbear, I have to say, I like the decos on this. I just wish there was more of it. I think the sculpt is really, really good. I think, for the most part, the articulation scheme and range of motion fits this. And it is a big hunk of figure. And I'm going to try to fudge this in with, other fantasy stuff that I have. It might work with Masters of the Universe stuff. It might work with Mythic Legions and Figura Obscura stuff. We'll have to see. Or I'll have to see. You probably won't see it. But as far as this figure goes, the sculpt is fantastic. Those eyes are great. And the deco on the chest, the back, and the wings, it's really, really good. I like it. I wish there was more of it, though. I wish they'd put some on the back side as well, other than just the back, and that would have worked well. As far as the character and stuff goes, I saw the movie once. It was okay. These are big figures. I've got them on clearance, or this was a big figure that I got on clearance. And, I maybe I can fudge this in with Marvel Legends as well. I will have to check with Snowbird from Alpha Flight, because she turns into, Arctic creatures, but I don't know if she turns into fantasy creatures. But if she does, this one would be perfect for that. Because, number one, it's white. It's kind of Arctic-y looking. And, that would be cool. But I think she just turns into real animals. Not fantasy animals. So, yeah, again, I'll have to check on that. So, overall, I enjoyed this. And like I said, I bought it on clearance. I looked at it a lot when it wasn't on clearance. And then I looked at it a lot on Hasbro Pulse when it was on clearance. And just didn't make the purchase in time, so I got this one. I got this one at Ollie's for $10. So, and I think that might have been more than what they were selling it for on Pulse and clearance, but I'm not 100% sure. I think that was about the same as what they were selling it for. I could be wrong. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting this channel, my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.